Are you brave enough to hear a story about the most haunted place in town? They call it the Richard House. During the day, it's a beautiful two-story estate in the Millville area, with manicured gardens and a picturesque facade. But once the sun sets, the Richard House transforms into a place of terror, a place where the devil himself is said to walk. The current owner rents it out for parties and events, but no one dares to stay after the dark. The house's dark history tells the tale of Mr. Richard, who suspected that his wife was having an illicit affair with a servant. In a fit of jealousy, he made her watch as he hung the servant, then went on to hang his wife and himself from the same large tree in their front yard. They say that you can hear voices, screams, and all kinds of odd noises there after dark. People have reported seeing figures in the windows and on the grounds near sunset with black eyes and pale faces. And if that wasn't enough to scare you off, lights have been seen turning on and off in the house after dark. It is said that it's best to avoid the place after sunset. I know you might think that these are just stories, but let me tell you about my experience. My mom worked at a hospital that chose to hold its employee appreciation picnic on the grounds of the Richard House. I remember the huge yard and the games and tents set up by the Human Resource Department to entertain the kids. I also remember feeling a little bored after a while. That's when I suggested we play hide and seek. The other kids agreed, and we started out playing on the lawn. But it wasn't long before we got tired of that and decided to take the game inside. We quickly discovered that playing inside the house was a problem. It was more like a museum than a house, and the adults didn't appreciate us running around, potentially breaking things. Determined to keep playing, someone suggested we play upstairs, a part of the house that was usually blocked off. But to our surprise, the door was unlocked. The upstairs was just as big as the downstairs, and we found a ladder leading up to the attic. It was dusty and cobwebby, and it reminded me of a scene from one of my favorite horror shows. We thought the attic would make the perfect place for hide and seek, but what we found was more than we bargained for. There were boxes and furniture covered in sheets, and it was dark out there, probably with stuff to hide behind, and it was spooky. As we played, the volume of our game became louder and louder. We began to scream with joy every time someone was found, and some of them had taken to scaring each other instead of just playing hide and seek. But then, I was hiding behind a vanity near the back of the attic, peeking out from around the edge of the sheet, when I heard a little voice in my ear that scared the crap out of me. I froze, not sure what to do. But then I realized something: there was nobody there. And that's when the real horror began. I don't believe in Billy Bowlegs, I don't believe in Kissing Mary, and I don't believe in the hitchhikers they say can be picked up by West Bay Bridge. But the Richard House is something I do believe in, and I don't think I'll ever forget that voice in my ear. Please like the video if you enjoy watching it, but beware, for what you see may haunt you. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell for more scary stories. And don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments section.